go get him again.
Welcome back to the Robezoid channel. I'm your host Mark, and on the docket today we have an unboxing first impression video on the brand of Maurer Wirtz. This is a first, no, it's not a first on the channel. I have delved into 4711, but I've delved into some of its flankers. 4711 and its flankers are known for longevity and projection problems. It's like they're notoriously known, but also known as one of the first known colognes in perfumery. This is a returned product from fragflex.com. I don't know if you can see that, but somebody put, this is a 60 mil. Somebody used 20 mils and just went, yeah, I'm going to return this. What? I don't know what's going on here. First of all, this is super cheap. Like, this is probably like 15 bucks. And they bought this, maybe even less. And then you use 20 mils and then you return it. It's not like it's damaged. I don't see any damage at all. I have no box, but yeah, it is part of the Fragflex return haul. So before we get into anything, if you haven't done it yet, hit that subscribe button. Smash it. Smash the like button too. Really appreciate it. Merci beaucoup to my returnees. Love you all. Hey, love ya. Now let's take a look at the note breakdown of 4711. We all know, if you don't know this, you know NEROLI Portofino. I think NEROLI Portofino is probably more popular. A lot of people go with the Tom Fords for their examples, including me. I'm definitely one of those that I'll use Tuscan leather as the example. I'll use Tobacco Veni as the example of this is the originator. NEROLI Portofino, I always say, like, this smells like NEROLI Portofino. Should we put more respect on the name of 4711? You know what? Probably should. This is an oldie. It's a goodie. I'm sure I've smelt this in passing. I've never owned a bottle. Honestly, that's why I'm shooting the video. Yeah, with a collection as big as mine, you would think I would own this. I don't. I haven't actually physically worn this ever in my life. I've seen it around, but it's not really that popular here in Canada, honestly. So it's not like it's in a whole bunch of shops and stuff like that. So I'm looking forward to it. It's a classic. I know coming in what to expect as far as the quality goes. That I don't know. But I know NEROLI Portofino like the back of my hand. So let's take a look at the little breakdown. Let's see what we got. We got lemon, bergamot, and orange up top. Okay, that's heavy citrus. In the mid, we got lavender and rosemary. Okay, we got some herbal aromatic tendencies here. Makes sense. It goes well with citruses. In the back end, we got NEROLI. So there it is. That's what we're expecting as the primary in here. And Petit Grain. So Petit Grain is in the back end. NEROLI as well. Strange places to put them. There's not much of a back end here, and that's probably why this is not going to last on my skin. Released back in 1792. Holy, she's old. But, you know, we put, at least for me, I respect fragrances from the 80s that are still selling to this day. It is quite a feat. If you've ever looked at a list of perfumes released in a time gap, 80s, 70s, 60s, 50s, and you start seeing which ones are still alive to this day, the more you go back, the more you can only count on one hand in a certain decade. This thing, killing it still in, 2024. The only thing, bare minimum, what you're going to get in this fragrance review is respect. I cannot not respect the longevity of this thing. Looking up pricing, whatever, like, you can get a jug of this stuff, and I'm not kidding, like a jug for under $50. Like, a lot of fragrance reviewers get it for gags. A big jug of 4711. A lot of them don't have atomizers. The big jug ones don't. A lot of them are splash bottles. So you go like this. You go like old school, like Dad used to do it. This one's got an atomizer. So let's go. Let's put it on strip. Let's put it on skin. Let's see. Good atomizer. Hey, good stuff. Oh, yeah. So the original Neroli Portofino finally arrives on the Robezoid channel. And this is the original panty dropper of the 1700s. Still dropping panties in 2024, probably. Most likely. Jokes aside, still fresh. Still good, like they made it yesterday. Classic, 100%. Like dead on. Neroli Portofino jacked this. Like dead on. Neroli Portofino jacked this. Tom did his thing and jacked the recipe. Obviously not an expensive recipe. But classic, good one. And again, it's one of those fragrances, personally. Neroli Portofino and this, both have a certain air of class. I don't care if it says Tom Ford on the sticker or it says 4711. There's a certain classiness to this scent. You know, you can wear this around the house. You can wear it after the gym as a pick-me-up. You can wear it early in the morning as a pick-me-up. It might not last the whole day. And again, you can get a jug of this stuff for 50 bucks, so it doesn't hurt to reapply. Like a bottle this size, 60 mil, perfect, you know, as a pick-me-up. And what do I mean by that is putting it in your gym bag, putting it in your, you know, whatever, in your office, in your desk for pick-me-up. There may be a little rosemary here, a little bit of that herbal touch, and I do feel a little bit of the pitsy grain as well, but other than that, it's a bright Neroli fragrance through and through, just like Neroli Portofino from Tom Ford. As far as lasting power, I hear the lasting power on this one is close to 0. That's probably a thing, so just be mindful of that. I think it's really best for what I'm saying, right? It's a classic, it's a pick-me-up. Wear it around the house casually, wear it to bed, wear it after the gym for a pick-me-up or start of the day as a pick-me-up. It's kind of like that's the catchphrase for it. It's a pick-me-up for certain things, right after a shower, something like that. It's basic, it's versatile, easy to wear, fresh, clean, panty dropper. At the end of the day, you can just appreciate it for what it is. First of all, like this recipe. Now, obviously this is not from, this particular recipe that I'm holding here is probably not from 1792. Now, maybe it didn't get reformulated. Maybe it did. Even if it was minimal, that's still impressive. So I'm going to appreciate it for what it is in our perfume culture. Give it props first and foremost for still being here. Is just an accomplishment. And already, like, just thinking about that, like a premium brand like Tom Ford, just starting out, like several other brands have jumped the gun as well, but Tom Ford made Neroli Portofino popular, which hence a whole bunch of course, clones off of that. It just makes you think, like in the 2000s, you know, someone, you know, with creative direction said, let's copy this thing that's cheap as hell, mark it up and people will buy it, and people bought it, you know, and now multiple brands are following suit in the 2000s, let alone, right? With its simple structure. It's a simple structure. So at the end of the day, 4711 as a composition, I'm so happy that this came to my channel, you know, Fragflex. It was always, honestly, it was always on my list to get, just because as a fragrance person, a fragrance nerd will say, you always want to go back into the books and see where things have started at certain points. This is this is right here, I'm holding that piece of history. So there's something to be said about that. So I'm happy that I finally have an official video on my channel on 4711, that I've actually sniffed it. I put it on my skin. I'm going to wear it with pride for the half an hour that it's going to last and then move on to something else. I don't have much to decant here. I probably still have 50 mils, 40 mils, I think. Somebody really took a good snack out of this and then returned it. Don't know why. This is definitely available at fragflex.com. It's not like this thing's going to be discontinued or anything. Multiple bottle sizes. I think this is probably the one fragrance that has half a dozen, maybe even a dozen bottle sizes, even up to a jug. You can get a literal jug of this for 50 bucks. Now that you heard my take, I'd love to see yours in the comments below. Good, bad, and the ugly, right? There's really, you know, and again, this is unboxing, so I can't really co-sign anybody yet. But I've tested some 4711 flankers, and they are very much, they don't last. Only just tackling that, there's not really much to hate here. You can only respect it for what it is, and for what it's done for the culture. And this is as fresh as can be here in 2024. You can't go, you can't go wrong with it. That this was ahead of its time, honestly. Yeah. Anyway, as always, a great pour fragrance will make a lasting impression. Choose your scent wisely, and yeah, maybe put this in your collection just as an old classic. Thanks for watching, YouTube. Have a good one.